Hey guys, Coach Ben here, bigbenchas.com. Today I'm here with my man Jim, and I wanted to do a quick video for you on the process of handing someone off. Now it's a little more involved than you may think. You know, you may be thinking to yourself, what's so hard about getting someone the bar, right? But it's well more involved than just that. There's a lot that goes into it, and it's actually a very delicate process, okay? So my goal is to make this video for you and for you to share it amongst your training partners, kind of as an educational video on what to do, what's expected as a handoff person. And the more weight you have on the bar, especially as an equipped lifter where you're really not being able to put anything into the bar to help your handoff people, this becomes even more important. So we're talking max effort work. That takeout process is very delicate, and a lot is on the handoff person for the success of the lift. All right. So I got Jimmy here with me. He's a really tall fellow. He's got some long arms. So first thing is my responsibility. I'm just going to survey what's going on as his handoff guy, right? If the safety things aren't up, I'll put the safety things up. Just kind of surveying the field for him. He's going to lay down. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to set the rack height for him. All right. If you're in a commercial gym, now unfortunately you're not going to be able to adjust much, but we have a nice competition bench here. So this is something you would do at a meet. At a meet, as a handoff person, you're going to see where he wants this rack height, where he can just clear the lip. The whole goal is just enough to clear the lip, nothing more, and get him out in a position. So we need to set the height, and at a meet you need to be conscious of where the height was for the next attempt. That's on the handoff person, your handler, your coach. All right, so why don't you put your arms up, Jimmy? Let's just get a feel for where we need to be. So, long arms fella, we need to get this rack up for him. So let's get it done. All right, where does that put you about?
Usually do 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 holes over here. Let's check this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now get your setup. So right now we're just going through the process of getting his height right. This is a very important thing to do. Don't skip this. So that's going to be perfect for him, right? He's going to count me out, and I'll be able to get him just over this lip and got him right into position. All right. So the next thing we need to worry about is our communication. Now everyone likes it differently. I've told you before. For me, on a handoff person, I'll tell them I like to do 3, 2, and then on that 1, I fill with air. So I'm going 3, 2, and when they see my mouth close, that's when I want them to start bringing me out. All right, so I'm making sure that whatever I'm telling them, they're not rushing me out. I want to be able to fill with air. All right, you always want to try to breathe before you have all that weight in your hands. So 3, 2. And I'll communicate with that. All right, so what do you want, Jim? You want 3? He's going to do the 3, 2, big breath in, and then when I see his mouth close, I'm going to bring him the weight. All right, so now we talked about that. We got our communication down, right? That's super important. Even if you're at a commercial gym and someone's coming in to hand you off, you guys got to be on the same page, all right? So don't feel nervous to ask him or communicate with him how you want this bar to come out, all right? Tell him what you want, 3, 2, 1, whatever it is. Make sure you can breathe though before the bar comes out. Next thing we're gonna do as me, the handoff person, right? My responsibility is to help him out of this hook, because in this position, ideal benching, you don't wanna use your shoulders. So he's gonna be pulling that bar most of the time, trying to just pull it into the position that he wants it. All right, and my job is to guide him there. So it's more on me, more responsibilities on me at the initial out of the rack. So all I have to do, like I said, I don't want to lift him up so much that his shoulders come untucked. All right, so you see a lot of people, right, yank it up. We don't want to do that, all right? We want to do just enough, delicate process. He's pulling it. See how we just cleared that lip? 3, 2, 1, out, all right? We just cleared the lip, and he's out in a position, right? So none of that yanking. What I want to do, I want to guide him right to that spot. He's going to lower the bar. A lot of people will fight you a little bit, but you want it right where with the bar. So if he's going to touch here, I want to get that bar right out for him so he can come straight down to that spot. All right, so again, important to note, make sure when you first approach the bench that this bar is at the lip. All right, so we don't want to hand someone off when the bar is in the back of the rack here. All right, because we're just traveling further. So lip, we're at the lip. Count me out, Jim.
3, 2.
And I helped him get right to that spot he wants to go. Boom, right up. Now, one final piece here. This is probably the most important thing, is that I'm letting him feel that weight coming out. It's very easy for me to take a lot of the weight, guide him out, and then just dump it for him, all right? We don't wanna just dump weight in people's hands. So I'm taking majority of the bar here, and as I guide him out, I'm letting him feel more and more of the weight. It's gradual, right? Most here, gradually letting him feel that weight as he's coming out. All right, so if he's coming out and all of a sudden he's in a position and all that weight gets dumped on him, especially if it's max effort, there's gonna be a lot of this going on. It's not gonna be steady. It's gonna take him a while he's trying to hold his breath to steady that weight and get it into position. So for me, again, to recap, rack height, make sure the bar is at the lip. Make sure the bar is even as well, right? We want it right centered even over him. So if it's like this, your responsibility to get it even. We're gonna communicate how we're gonna get this bar out, where we want it to go. I'm gonna get him just over the lip, and I'm gonna guide him out right here into position. Gradually let him feel the weight. Release, I'll give him calls, whatever he wants. And then racking it, make sure he gets back in the rack. Don't just take it and rip it back. There's a lot of times when you're so tight to that bar, it's gonna hurt. He's gonna fly off the bench, whatever, if he's driving his legs. Don't be super aggressive with that rack back. Just get him back in, make sure he's safe, and that's it. I'm always watching him. If he gets in trouble, I'm there, I'm close. All right, my responsibility as a handoff person. So you can see, it's a lot more involved than you initially probably thought. So this is a great video. If you have training partners, show them this video, comment in the link below. And then, tag your friend on Instagram there, and let them see this video, see how the handoff can be a little bit more involved. It's actually a big piece of the bench press, good communication with your handoff person. There's no substitute for a good handoff friend, a good handy. All right, you know me, I'm Coach Ben. This is Jimmy, and you know where to find us. You can meet us on the bench.